Did you know that some medicines would be toxic or even completely useless if our liver wasn't there to process them? We'll talk more about that right after this. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Live Well with Coach P. And of course, I'm Coach P. And today, guys, we're talking about liver stressors. We're talking about things that are stressing out your liver that you definitely may want to stop doing if you want to promote liver health. All right. But before we jump into that, I want to talk about 3 facts about our liver. Number 1, our liver is responsible for about 500 different processes within the body. Number 2, our liver is the second largest organ following the skin. And then number 3, our liver can regrow itself by at least 25% over several weeks. All right, so those are some interesting facts about our liver. So now let's talk about the 5 top liver stressors. Now guys, there are more than 5, but I just want to mention the top 5, all right? So number 1, high intake of processed and high fat foods. Now more than ever, guys, people are eating way more fast food than they used to. Guys, this is detrimental to your liver. Your liver was designed by God to process food in its natural form as much as possible. When I say process, guys, because you literally can pick a fruit and then dehydrate it, that's processing. But I'm talking about literally picking a fruit or vegetable, or if you're eating animal products, and then you're turning it into something else completely different, that when it gets into your body, your digestive system is like, what in the world is this? And your liver has to work even harder now to produce enzymes and all these different types of stuff to break down these foods. So that's the first thing you want to be cautious of. High intake of processed and high fatty foods. Number 2, alcohol consumption. All right. Now before, this was a thing of, you go out, you celebrate, somebody has a birthday, a wedding, whatever the case may be. And you sip your little wine, or if you're at the bar with your friends, you have a couple drinks here and there. Now some people make this a norm. It's their ritual. It's like after work, they must have their drink, or every day they gotta drink. And that's not good for your liver at all, because really and truly, alcohol is a toxin. In small, moderate portions, it can work, but high excess amounts, again, it will cause issues. And people drink for different reasons. Some people drink because of addiction. Some people drink because they're trying to hide or cope with something, deal with depression. And you don't want to be using any substance to numb any pains. Well, that's a whole completely different video altogether. But I just want to encourage you guys with that. Limit your alcohol consumption. So number 3, obesity and excess weight gain. So if you're doing number 1, which is having a high intake of processed and high fatty foods, you're going to gain weight, because guess what? It's going to be overtaxing for the liver. You're maybe not exercising, you're not getting adequate rest. And then also you're probably eating at some ungodly hours. So guess what? You want your weight to disappear, and it just piling on. So you definitely want to be very, very careful, guys, with gaining excess weight. So what happens is, guys, the body will get rid of some of this fat, but then majority of it is stored, because God had designed the body to store fat in the event of a famine, because that's what fat is for. It's to be a secondary use of energy so that you can survive through the famine, right? So fat is good. Too much fat is the problem, all right? Number 4, certain medications and drugs. We were not designed to be legal druggies. I can put out there. People can get vexed, people get cruel, that's all right. But we were not designed by God to be legal druggies. What does that mean? We were not designed by God to be living off of substances like this. It was really supposed to be the plants and the things in the land. Yes, that was supposed to be our medicine, that was supposed to be our stuff. Some way along the lines, we messed all that up. So therefore now, whenever we encounter some sort of sickness or disease, we're now living off of drugs, which are causing more issues for the liver. Because remember, as I mentioned earlier in my Did You Know, if the liver isn't there, it can't process these medications, right? So you want to be mindful, guys, of the drugs and medication that you're on. Now, I know some people are on the drugs and medication because of whatever issue, but really, truly, we're not designed to be living off this stuff. Because I have nothing against drugs and medication, because it comes in handy. So you get some viral infection and you need to take the drugs, and because it knocks out everything, that's fine. But if you gotta be on medication for the rest of your life, something is wrong. You don't need that. And then number 5, guys, our last point for today is exposure to environmental toxins, right? Whether it's in our food, in pesticides or herbicides, or it's in our skincare, or if it's in industrial chemicals, we're exposed to a lot more chemicals. So as you guys can see, our liver is attacked on every side possible. These are just 5 stressors. They're way more than 5. And as you guys can see, a lot of these, out of all these 5, you can control them, You can control what you eat. You can control your weight. You definitely can control what you put on your skin. you know, the things that you paint your house with, all those different types of things you can control. So a lot of this stuff is within our control to make better choices. For next week's video, I'm actually gonna be talking about stuff that you can do to help your liver. So this week is all about what's stressing your liver out. Next week's video is all about what you can do to help your liver. Alright guys, if you enjoyed today's video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Click that subscribe and notification bell so that you guys can be updated, guys. If you guys have any comments or questions, guys, drop them in the comment section below. Alright guys, until next week,